Good morning. Good morning or good afternoon, everyone. I see that Robert Cowens, you're connecting to audio, so I'll give you a couple minutes or moments, and then
Hi, Bev.
hi, how's everyone doing?
All good.
Doing good? Listen, I want to be wherever that background is. It's beautiful. Thank you all for joining.
Bev, I wish it was real. I'm in the UK and it's cold and wet, so I've got something that's got to try and keep me happy.
Yes, yeah. So it's I'm in Connecticut. I'm in the East Coast, and it is well, it's sunny outside, but it's about 40 degrees. So we're not, we're approaching spring, but we're not there yet. I am a person that loves warm weather. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I wish I was there. Thank you all so much for joining. My name is Beverly Benson, and I am Cyversity's Executive Director. Welcome to Cyversity. Over the next 30 minutes, I'm going to just be going through some slides. I want to give you an overview of who we are as an organization and talk about some of your benefits of being our member. As I'm going through this, it's going to be very, very informal. So please, as I'm going through this, if you have questions, please feel free to interrupt me, and then periodically I will check the chat to see if anyone has posted a question there as well. All right, without further ado, I'm going to get started. All right, so for today, we're going to talk about our organization and then some of the programs that we offer. First, my slide that I love is talking about our organization. So Cyversity, our mission is to achieve the consistent representation of women and underrepresented minorities in the cybersecurity industry through programs designed to diversify, educate, and empower. Why? Because I believe that the diversity of thoughts and talents is what's going to be needed in order for us to continue to combat the evolving cybersecurity risks that we're facing today and that we're going to face in the future. Let's talk a little bit about our major goals as an organization. One, we are a not-for-profit organization, and our goal is to have 5,000 members by 2025. So currently at 2023, at the current present time, we're up to approximately about 1,500. So we ask that you please share the information with friends, family, coworkers that we are here as an organization. We'd love to partner with them and also encourage them to be a member. I also want to share that another one of our goals is that not only do we want to have more members, right, but that our members are actively participating in professional development. Because for those of you that are either aspiring to be in the field of cybersecurity or already in the field, you all know that you really must commit to becoming a life learner. And technology continues to advance at such a rapid pace. So professional development is very important, and it is key to helping you stay informed and ahead. Highlight some of our member demographics. Currently at this time, approximately 83% of our Cyversity members fit between the age range of 25 to 54. And we have a growing population of the ages of 18 to 24 that is growing, and it's currently at 9%. And that usually represents individuals that are either in college, just graduating from college, oftentimes entering to the workforce. And so we recognize that those newcomers to the field need a little bit more assistance, and we do have some programming to assist them, such as our mentorship program, which I'll talk a little bit about as the presentation goes on. 80% of our current membership resides in the states of California, Florida, Georgia, Texas, in the New York, New Jersey area, and then in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia area. Within the various states, we do also have chapters, and I'll show you a little bit more about that later. But our chapters also help with making sure that we have national programs like the Engage, which draw additional attention and membership from locally supported focused programs as well. This is very important. This is our strategy. And our strategy, we have 6 interrelated disciplines, and it's designed to attract, develop, and place diverse talent in the cybersecurity field. The first is promote. Our goal as an organization is to create awareness that the field of cybersecurity exists. Not only that it exists, but that each person, each individual, regardless of their who they are as a person, who they identify as a gender, that they have a place in this field. We also want to make sure that we are advocating for you all and demystifying. And I say demystify because as I talk to especially younger folks, I demystify what cybersecurity is. Because if you've been watching your favorite television shows, cybersecurity is often portrayed as someone that is strictly doing coding, right? Someone that's in a hoodie, oftentimes that is how they describe it or portray it, a hacker. Someone in a hoodie with the basement, in the basement with a hoodie on, just doing some coding. And we want to promote and create awareness that this field is so much greater and so much broader than that. At this current moment, I am not aware of any field or any sector of business that cybersecurity does not touch. If it has data, there is a need to protect that data when it is in use, when it is in transit, and when it's in rest. And I like to tell people, even KFC needs to protect that recipe. That recipe is data. Once you become a member, we would love for our members to assess themselves because it gives them an opportunity to learn more about their strengths as well as their opportunities that they need to develop in order to either get into or to remain in the field of cybersecurity. So we have a platform that will allow you to assess yourself. Our skills are that are contained in that platform are mapped to the NICE framework. Now, once a member assesses their skills and understands, again, their strengths, as well as their opportunities to develop, we want to partner with you. Because now that you have an understanding as where you stand and what you need to get you to the next level, we have programs that will help develop you. We offer a mentorship program. And I'll tell you a little bit about that one. We had a winter cohort. That program launched beginning of February. That program launched in February, and we were able to pair 280 mentees with 175 mentors. These mentors are individuals that are in the field of cybersecurity, oftentimes at that senior leadership level, who are willing to donate their time and their talents. In addition to that, throughout the year, we do offer training programs. A few to mention, in 2022, we had a training program that was sponsored by TikTok as well as Intuit. This coming year, please, as you are now a member, please continue to check in on our website, as well as our social media platforms, because we will announce training programs that are coming your way. We also believe that it's important to connect. As you are entering this field of cybersecurity, it's important to find a community, to make those connections and to stay engaged. And we do this by our engaged events. Another one of our 6 interrelated disciplines is to place. So once you have, as a member, you have assessed your skills, we're helping you to set some goals and some training opportunities for you, connect you with a community that is there to help you and guide you and support you along the way. And one way of doing that is we have a Slack channel that we automatically enroll all of our members in. And then as we also have different training programs, we create Slack channels to create a cohort so that you all can experience the training and kind of go through it together. And you have mentors that will dial in as well to those Slack channels to provide you with some encouragement and answer any questions that you have along the way. But once you go through that, then it's important that we really help to place you, to give you those opportunities. And we do this by having a jobs board that is also on our website. Our jobs board has different employers who are dedicated to bringing diverse talent into their organization. So we encourage you to update your resume, periodically check the jobs board because it will contain jobs that you may be looking for. And the last of the 6 interrelated disciplines is retain, because it's not only important to get into the field of cybersecurity, but it's important for us as an organization to really help our sponsors to really understand how not only to recruit diverse talent, but how to retain it, and then also how to develop diverse talent. So this is an overview of our 6 interrelated disciplines. Anyone have any questions?
No question from me.
All right, I'll continue on.
Yeah.
All right, so what you see now is our list of 9 board of directors, and these are industry leaders within the field of cybersecurity. We have Ed Adams, Devin Bryan, Sharon Burgess, Octavia Howell, M.K. Palmore, Olivia. Oops, I'm sorry. We have Olivia, and then we also have Julian, Munish, and Larry. Now, interesting fact, Larry Whiteside is also currently not only one of the co-founders, but he's also the president. A little bit about our programs. I mentioned to you the term Engage. We offer a Cyversity Engage program. Now, this program is designed to grow, to develop, and highlight careers, opportunities, and contributions of diverse talent within the field of cybersecurity. These are webinars that are held on a monthly basis, and some of the topic ideas or areas include career development, career spotlights, transitions, leadership, and tech talks. Now, the great thing about our Cyversity Engage program is that our chapter leaders will oftentimes go out to different organizations and bring in subject matter experts that can deliver webinars. In addition to that, our sponsors will also have a topic that they may feel passionate about that they also will present or be either a co-sponsor of a webinar. Again, we also celebrate the diversity in everyone. And so we also try to showcase, different very important events. So for example, last month was Black History Month. This month we have International Women's Month. In May, we celebrate the Asian American, Pacific Highlander, and senior citizens. In June, LGBTQ+ Pride Month. In September, Hispanic and Latino Heritage. In October, Cybersecurity Awareness Month. November, Native American Heritage, and then in December, Disabilities Awareness. So again, we celebrate the differences in everyone. Our website, if you're looking for a calendar of events, on our website, we do have a calendar of events. We also send out on a weekly basis on a Monday, we send out an email to our members kind of highlighting what programs are going to be occurring within the near future. So please be on the lookout of those. Let's talk a little bit about our Develop program. So this is an accelerated professional development program designed to equip both current and future cybersecurity professionals with the skills, the knowledge, and abilities to be successful in the cybersecurity profession. And so an example of that are the training programs that I mentioned to you most recently that was sponsored by Intuit and TikTok. Now, in the programs or the training opportunities that they presented to US members, it is a 6-month-long program. And we were able to provide, with the help of these wonderful organizations, to provide online on-demand training. Now, there are 2 phases of this training. The first phase was that members were allowed to receive on-demand training in governance, risk, and compliance. This training allowed to kind of set a foundation of, the rules and the regulations and the different systems and frameworks within cybersecurity. And then after that, each of the participants had the option of choosing one of 3 options based on their interest. The first one was application security. The second was network security, and the third was cloud security. And so we partner with vendors that will come in and provide this training, again, online, on demand, because we recognize that our members are both nationally and internationally. And so you are able to take these courses that as it aligns to your schedule. Now, once the training courses are completed, depending upon that training provider, you would end that training process with 1 to 2, either certifications or certificates. Now, certification is provided by you taking an exam at the end of that training period. And then if you successfully pass, then you're provided with that certification. Now, the Cloud Security Alliance, for those who chose to learn more about cloud security, they award a certificate. So that's why I said certification and or certificate, depending on the path that you selected. Quarterly basis starting in the second quarter, which is we're currently in that, we're beginning in that quarter. I'm sorry, in April, second quarter starts next month. I said, wait, something didn't sound right. So this is going to be in April. We're going to be launching a quarterly cybersecurity certification scholarship. Now, this scholarship is going to enable our members to receive participate in an online bootcamp, and then have the will also cover the cost of them sitting one time for a specific exam. Now, some of the certifications that will be part of this scholarship will be the coveted CISSP, will be the Security Plus, and also included is going to be the certified ethical hacker. So that's just to name a few. So we'll be sending more information about that, and those will launch in second quarter, again in April. Gonna check the chat. I see a question. Hi, John. Your question was, do we have any training courses or tracks that align with artificial intelligence and machine learning? So no, currently at this time, I don't have, those are not part of our training course. However, one of the things that we have received, good question, Beverly. We have been awarded by Cyversity. I hope that you all are familiar with that platform. With Cyversity, they have given us 100 memberships. And I believe, I'm almost sure that Cyversity, John, does have some artificial intelligence and machine learning courses. And so what we're doing is we're going to take those 100 licenses and divide them up among our chapters. And then our chapters are going to be awarding those 100 licenses, or they probably will get around 10 to award out to their folks that are aligned to a specific chapter. So currently, so that answers your question. It's not part of the training scholarship, but a person can learn more about that through if you are awarded one of the Cyversity training scholarships. For development plans, what we're currently offering now, Beverly, is in April, usually around the April of May period, there are 2 organizations that are going to also be hosting a training scholarship. And it's going to be very similar to that of the TikTok and Intuit, in that you'll have an opportunity to learn about governance, risk, and compliance. And then you'll select one of the 3 options, which was the cloud security, application security, or network security. So that's going to be forthcoming. And we just closed on a SANS Cybersecurity Diversity Academy. Signing up for that came to an end in, I believe, in January. And they're going to begin their training, in which they're going to either take some courses on Coursera, cybersecurity courses, or they're going to, they've won a scholarship to take 1 to 3 courses for SANS certifications.
Thanks, Bev.
You are so welcome. I want to talk to you a little bit about mentorship and just how important it is. So who are you mentoring, and who is your mentor? I believe that each one of us has a journey, has information, has experiences that someone else can benefit from. I always say that we are standing on the shoulders of those who came before us. And so I encourage you all to get a mentor, but also considering become a mentor. Now, the fall cohort, we're going to start the registration for mentors and mentees in July, and that session will run from August through November. It's going to be 16 weeks, and then our goal is to match an individual. Either you're going to be part of a one-on-one, you'll have one mentor to one mentee, or it'll be one mentor to a group of mentees. In addition to having regular meetings with your mentor, we also have some pre-developed curriculum and meeting topics. And we also have some interactive meetings that are currently going on, and I love them. So here's some, they're going to include Ask Me Anything. And we usually have those on Fridays, in which we'll have a Chief Information Security Officer join in a webinar. And that is your time as a mentee to ask them anything. And some of the topics that they discuss, or some of the questions that may be posed to them, is, well, what kind of certifications are important? Or as a leader, what are some of the technical skills that an organization may find helpful? Or what type of college courses should I be taking? Again, at that time and during their sessions, you can ask them anything. We also will have what I do meetings, in which we will have key security roles, people in those roles, to really come and provide an overview of what's it like in the day in the life of performing that role. Because I think that reading a job profile may be a little bit different, right, than someone actually performing the role. So those what I do meetings are really important. And we also have coffee chats, in which we invite senior leaders to come in and just spend 30 minutes with those who are part of the mentoring cohort, just to get to know them. And the goal in that is that when you get to know, you get to network. And then we also have career meetings with recruiters, resume writers. We also had meetings to help you understand how to personally brand yourself, either in front of someone or even on social media platforms such as LinkedIn. Would you share a little bit more information about our Cyversity chapters? So currently, we have Cyversity chapters in the following area: Bay Area, Twin Cities, New York City Metro, Ohio, DC, Atlanta, Mid-South, and Texas. And some future chapter locations are going to be in the Seattle, Greater Washington area, Boston, and Tampa. Well, who leads those chapters? We are going to have in Atlanta. These are the current leaders. So these are the list of leadership for the chapters. The top box is going to be the leaders. So in Atlanta, we have President Cassandra Dacus. I'll give you a minute. These are some of the highlights of things that under her leadership, the Atlanta chapter was able to accomplish in 2022. We thank Cassandra for all of her efforts. Bay Area chapter, MK Palmore. MK serves as the chapter president. He's also on our board of directors. Again, some highlights of some of the wonderful things that the Bay Area chapter has been able to accomplish in 2022. And we thank you, MK, as well as your leaders, for all of the wonderful work you've done in the Bay Area. DC chapter, one of our newest, President Dr. Nita Davis. This chapter launched in September. They have done some fantastic work thus far. And Nita, I had an opportunity to virtually meet her, and wonderful leader. Mid-South, we have President Dr. Kevin Harris. Dr. Kevin Harris, for all of the wonderful work that you've done within the Mid-South chapter. New York City chapter, President Kirby Brown. A few highlights of the things they've been able to accomplish thus far. Texas chapter, President Bennett Hendricks. Really cool fact about Bennett, not only is he one of our president chapters of the president, excuse me, he's also an author. So he is an author of a children's book that is called Celine the Cyber Teen. Take a look at it. I hope that you will look that up and support him. I happen to have 3 copies of that book, and is suited for individuals that are around the age group. I'd say probably maybe like 10 to 15, and it's written in such a way that it's easy to understand. So thank you, Bennett, for all the hard work that you do, as well as your leadership in Texas.
I would like to get connected to him. This is Robert.
Yes, Robert, what's your last name?
Cowans, Cowans. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Yes, can you please put your email address in there, and I'll send an email to make the connection. More than happy to do that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Twin Cities chapter. That's led by Brenda Berjerke, and Brenda is actually an employee of Target. And here's a list of some of the wonderful things that they have been able to accomplish, both Brenda and her leadership team. And we thank you, Brenda, for all of your hard work. Wonderful. I see the email address, and I will make that personal connection.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. Well, this year we're going to have our 2023 annual conference, and I hope that you will join us. Please mark your calendars. It's going to occur October 29th through the 31st in sunny Orlando. It will be held at the Renaissance Orlando at SeaWorld. This is the same location that we held our 2022 conference, and boy, did we have a good time. We had close to 200 people to come and participate in this conference. And again, we hope that you will join us. Within, I'd say, probably mid-April, we will start opening up our registration for the conference, and more details will follow. But I want to show you with the next few slides some highlights from the 2022 conference. Again, we had close to 200 attendees, over 20 sponsors. We had 17 career fair exhibitors. And the top attended sessions, we had a fantastic morning keynote by Kumal Bob. Our board of directors were there, and they hosted a fireside chat, and we had attendees from the US, Canada, Uganda, and India. Here's a picture of our fireside chat, and that chat is being led by a member of our board of directors, Sharon Burgess. They provided an overview of Cyversity, who we are as an organization, what our mission, why we're doing the work that we're doing. It was a great discussion. A picture of our board of directors. Chapter leaders and board of directors. Yes, we had morning yoga. It was a great time. I'm in that picture, but I'm not going to say where I am, but I am in that picture, and I was doing yoga as well. It was fantastic. This is a picture of our keynote speaker, Kamal Bob. He gave a dynamic opening keynote speech. For our career fair and to participants, we even had our own Cyversity booth there. And so we thank you to all of the career fair participants. So we had, all of them are not pictured here, but some of them are United, Google, Morgan Franklin, ISC Squared. And these organizations, they come to the conferences actively recruiting. Awesome. Yeah, it was, yes, Margie, I'm in agreement. It was an amazing presentation that he provided us. In closing, I just want to say thank you for attending. Don't forget, please take advantage of your membership. You have become a member of Cyversity. Please make sure that you feel free to share information about our organization with friends and colleagues. Please stay tuned and be on the lookout for emails that you will receive announcing events. And also, please stay engaged. Follow us on social media channels. We also have a Slack community. Please engage in that and participate in upcoming events. And please be on the lookout for volunteer opportunities. Any questions? I'm going to stop sharing, but I will still remain on the call. There you go. I can see your faces now. Hi, everyone.
Let me put my camera on.
Yeah. Again, this is very informal.
Okay. You're working from home today. So yeah, I was aligned with Cyversity from the very beginning, but I just joined and became a member. Nelson took me under his wing and become a mentor.
And Nelson Swords, right? He is a one of our ambassadors. Yes. Fantastic.
So,
yes.
My CISO sent me to one of his dinner, and Nelson and I clicked, and we've been talking ever since. So he's guiding me along the way and all that stuff. We have a weekly chat when he's not busy traveling. But, yeah, but this is fun. This is I'm looking towards like the mentorship program.
Yes.
And I was also going to get because I'm from Jamaica, I was going to try and get Cyversity in Jamaica also.
Cool.
That'd be fantastic. If we can, we'd love to help with that.
Yeah.
Abby Carlton, Robert, is our program director, and then she handles all of the chapter. So what I'll do is I'll be connecting, if you're okay with this, I'll like to connect you with both Bennett and with Abby, just to learn more about what it takes to raise, to stand up a chapter in Jamaica.
Okay.
And if you needed someone to travel to Jamaica to pitch, I mean,
I know.
You wouldn't have to twist my arm.
I know. Yeah.
But absolutely, I would definitely connect you with Abby as well.
Thank
I'm just
you.
going to check the chat really quick. I see you have a question. Oh, Marjorie, you from Jamaica as well. I visited Jamaica probably about maybe 3 times. And once you go, you just don't want to come home. It's so beautiful. The food was amazing. The people were welcoming. Great.
Yeah, I'm sorry. For some reason, my camera is not working, but yeah, I'm from Jamaica, and I happen to know Byron. He's also from Jamaica, which is a CISO of Carnival Cruise Line.
Okay.
So there's quite a few members that are from Jamaica, and I've been speaking with some people in Jamaica because I call the call center down there all the time. They have a huge call center in Montego Bay and Kingston, and I've been speaking to some young men and telling them about Cyversity and having them go in and take a look at it and trying to encourage them about not just cybersecurity, but technology also. So that would be a great idea, Robert, and I'd love to talk with you about that.
That sounds, yes, let's partner up and get it.
Yeah, so I would love for you to, Margie, shall I include you in the email?
Yes, please.
All right, can you please put your email address in the chat for me?
Sure.
And I'll jot it down. Look at that, networking, making the connections. It's so important. Get to know each other, become a community.
By the way, Bev, I did meet you at that conference in November.
You did?
Yeah, matter of fact, we had a great chat. I was there with Sheldon Prescott and Johnny Jordan. They have a cybersecurity company that I'm helping to build out.
Well, we've got to have a conversation. Let's keep in touch. Yeah.
Okay. I'll put my information.
I'm so curious because I'm like, I can't see your face.
I know my camera's not working. I don't know why.
Yeah, so please, Margie, please don't forget to put your email in there so that I can reach out to you. And you can either send it to me directly or you can put it in for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who are on LinkedIn, please find each other, connect. Oftentimes, thank you. Oftentimes, even with roles, sometimes roles meaning jobs, right? Sometimes not every job is posted, but it's about making that connection and networking with it. So I encourage you all. I'm a big fan of networking. It has definitely helped. Does anyone else have any other questions that I can answer for you?
Hello, Bev.
Hi.
Yeah, my name is John Ascenso.
Hi, John.
Yeah, I'm here in the Bay Area, and I attended there was I guess a Black History Month talk at Google
Yes.
in Mountain View at their headquarters, and I saw MK Palmore. He's a
Mhm.
tall guy, and he was walking over there, but I just didn't get to contact with him. There were so many people there. So I would definitely like to get in touch with him.
Sure.
Real quick. Yeah, I'd like to get in touch with him, and I put my email in the chat.
Awesome.
Just so real quick. So I've worked at Facebook, VMware. I saw Robert has a Carbon Black shirt on.
Yeah.
And Carbon Black was I guess bought by VMware.
Yeah.
So I probably put your information into our computers.
It was a POC.
Awesome.
It was a POC, and they gave us the swag and all that stuff, but we didn't go with Carbon Black.
Oh, you didn't go? Oh, okay. Well, it's funny because during this network, you'll see that you're maybe 1 or 2 degrees separated from a person by just by through work and whatnot. But
I agree.
But what I did is I went back to school just to get some more sort of upskill during the COVID.
Okay.
And I enrolled at a junior college and found out that they did not have a cybersecurity club. So I actually established it. And we're going to go to the RSA convention in San Francisco.
I'll be there. I'll
yeah.
be there. Let's connect.
Yeah. And but another thing along with that is the B-Sides convention. I don't know if you've heard of B-Sides.
I have, yes.
It's
Can you
a little-
tell, for those who have not, can you share a little bit about that, John?
Yeah, well, RSA is like the premier cybersecurity convention next to Black Hat, and which is in Las Vegas. It's where anyone in cybersecurity goes.
Yeah.
I could get away with saying that. B-Sides is more of a low-key, sort of laid back, the traditional hacker that we see with the hood would probably go to. But it's a community that's willing to teach you anything. You just have to have an open mind. They'll teach you how to pick locks. They do a lot of nonprofit work, particularly during the war in Afghanistan. They were trying to get people out of the country and stuff like that. And so you hear about that other side of the humanitarian side of what we do in cybersecurity. And these stories are amazing. Some of the things that they do there. So the RSA convention and the B-Sides convention are going on at the same time. And so they're literally right across the street, but it's a great way to kind of like see that not everyone is all corporate suit and tie, but there's definitely a need to have people that are more, I'd say more user-friendly in some ways, because there seems to be like a wall in cybersecurity. If you don't meet this particular demographic, well, then you're not part of us. And there's gatekeepers there and so on and so forth. But when I went over to B-Sides, they welcomed me with open arms, and the conversation was light, and it was friendly. Maybe at a convention with 45,000 people, you might not find that, but at B-Sides, definitely, it's a slower pace, and again, they're willing to help you out. So
Fantastic. Thank you for sharing your experience, John.
Sure. So yeah, I'd like to get in touch with MK.
MK, absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And do I have I'm looking at the chat. Did you put your email address in there? I don't see yours. Don't forget to put that in there, John. Thank you. I see it now. Thank you. Does anyone else have any questions or any comments that you'd like to share? Again, this is time to network.
Yeah. Hey, Bev, I just want to say thank you so much. Look, you can call me Bev too.
There you go. Love it. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much for this event. I have been trying to get in for a while, but I always had something on my calendar. But I just want to tell everybody, for those that Bev mentioned about the mentorship program, I am part of the winter cohort group. And right now, it's mind-blowing. It's fascinating. Just before I came to this particular orientation meeting, I was in a GRC meeting with Val from a group called No Name, talking about SOC 2 and, all of the GRC stuff that I'm still learning and trying to absorb because it's a lot of information. But you get a chance to, like Bev said, you get to be engaged with leaders. You get to be engaged with other mentors and mentees, and you get to celebrate one another. There's a lot of mentees taking certifications. There was a few of them that took ISACA certifications. Some that one that even just got their associate's degree in cybersecurity. So it's a great way, like Bev said, to network and just be a part of a much larger group of people and make those connections and, celebrate one another, grow from one another. Just enjoy life, living your best life with people of like mind.
I love it. I love it. I love the energy. Love the energy. Yes, I love it. Thank you all. It's just, yeah. Go ahead,
No,
Mark.
sorry, we're done. And I love that energy too. I didn't mean
Hi,
to
Becky.
overtalk. Yeah, hi, I'm Becky. And Bev, I'd love to speak
Yes.
offline with you too, to just
Sure.
get your guidance on something, because I mean, we all have unique backgrounds, which I actually think are our superpowers. But I only just last year realized that my 25-year career has been like completely intertwined with the confidentiality, integrity, and availability.
Yeah, the CIA triad. Yes.
An investigative journalist. I was writing for Dow Jones in DC, and then was a foreign correspondent for the New York Times and broke news that ran on the front page. I left a job in the industry and then had my own company. I was doing mostly content centered and external relations oriented projects. But not only did I advise on kind of how businesses should navigate the various kind of channels of information, but I survived a disaster recovery plan and had my own hosted website was hacked. And so last year, as I was, I also got more training, user experience training, particularly in the pandemic, and basically found that cybersecurity is my passion. And like, as I was hiring vendors, I had taken over as network administrator and was doing IAM and like segregating, the parts of the network that I wanted them to access files on, and just hadn't actually put words to it. So
Yes.
I, in the past year, got my Security Plus, I got my certified information privacy professional. And on Friday, like literally, I don't know, I guess 6 days ago, I passed the CISSP. So I'm in the midst of like, I've got an endorser because I've got an odd, not case, but just, the 5 years, he's like, oh, we're totally going to make the case for you. It's not as, you need the 5 years. And it's easier if you've got this like title, like sysadmin and, all these other things. So I don't necessarily have titles that line up with that, but yeah. So I'm kind of needing a mentor. I'm a mentee, but also in some ways a mentor. I mean, I just don't even know where I fit, but I've been wanting to go into the line of like a BISO because of like, the financial and the business, but also I speak English to people, it's like, I'm a generalist. I didn't mean that as like a language. I mean, like I can speak tech and non-tech is what I meant. Anyway, that's probably more than you need, but I was in the midst of redoing the resume because I'm still trying to like frame it through the lens of how I add value, even though I'm an odd duck. So yeah,
So
that's right.
Thank you
Talking
for
of-
sharing. I've provided you with my, and you all feel free to, you have my email address, but I think it's important. That's one of the things I like about cybersecurity is that it's very broad. And as I indicated in the beginning of the session, I'm not aware of any sector that it doesn't touch. And prior to the term cybersecurity becoming very popular, probably around 2005, 2006, this was just referred to as IT.
Yeah.
And it was part of it was a part of your job. It was just what you did, right? It was just a task that you completed. And so, yeah, I love that you shared that piece of it, that you're maybe not really sure like where to go. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you have. But there you go. I love that you fit. I love that. I love that. Ordinary is boring.
We all fit, and you know, that really is the beauty of it all.
Yes, we all have a place.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. You're not a, Becky, you're not a odd duck. You know, we all do different things within cybersecurity. I've been in IT for, boy, now I'm going to date myself, for almost 25 years. But I'm more in the sales end of cybersecurity. So I sell all the most of the products for cybersecurity, whether it's pen penetration tests, network assessments. I've never done hands-on. And I felt as I've been doing this and dealing with CISOs that I need to learn more about it, not about how it works, how people are perceiving it, etc., from the sales side of it. And you know, get my certification so I better understand it. And it was a little scary going into it because I just sold the products, but I never sat down and had a conversation with someone. And I think that this forum is great because it gives people the confidence to say, you know what, let's try to learn more about this, okay? And not just sit back in the background. It's a great field to be in. It's gonna be a trillion, I think almost a $27 trillion business in 2025. And a lot of young folks aren't getting involved with it. And that's why I try to mentor the young people that I speak with and try to tell them to get involved with IT and cybersecurity.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you for sharing that, Margie. Yes, I totally agree. We've got to let them know that it's a possibility. Go ahead, Robert.
I tried to start an internship program in Jamaica at the airport because I work at American Airlines. I'm one of the cybersecurity managers here, and if there's an issue at any of the airports in Jamaica or the Caribbean, they have to send someone from Miami. I'm like, you have all the resources in the islands. Why not use it? You're just taking away from the islands. You're not investing. Let's start investing back into the islands that, you know. So that's a road I'm traveling also, which is very hard because no one wants to give you the blueprint. You have to figure it out yourself within American Airlines. So yeah, so that's another avenue.
That is so true. I
Marjorie,
agree.
I'm coming for you. You're gonna be like a great help.
Get connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there's a bunch of call centers in Jamaica, and it's so funny because every time I get on the phone with someone, the first thing I would say to them after speaking with them for about 2 minutes, it's like, where are you from? And they're like, I'm from Jamaica. I said, oh, I heard the accent. Okay, so then we start, and then they'll tell me, you know, they like IT, they like cybersecurity, but they don't know where to go to learn more about it and get their certifications. So I've been trying to spread that word, that word also. So yeah, Robert, let's connect.
Yeah,
Most definitely. I sent majority of you are on here my introductory email. You might see a weird email from American Airlines. It's from me.
Thank you, Robert.
Thank
This
you
is
for the warning.
right, so we don't assume that it's spam, right? And just delete it. Okay, that's fair.
Or you win won a free trip. It was Robert.
Would anyone else like to share?
Over the like I mentioned earlier, I'm taking some courses at the local junior college in cybersecurity, and I did a deep dive into ChatGPT and AI and machine learning. And I've come to the conclusion that all of us need to sharpen our skills in terms of artificial intelligence, because it's affected everything, and it's not going to change. It's not going away. It's not just about writing a paper for your class. You can use it to practically automate all the things that we're involved in, and that can be a way by which to get additional members to the group. You can ask ChatGPT, what kind of events can I plan such that I'll get 18-year-olds to come to my group, and it will give you an answer. But I've been like a heretic with the latest boot camp that I'm in, because they're trying to tell us, oh, you can't use this for coding, and hey, look, it's going to be there. It's not going away. We need to accept it. We need to figure out a way by which to make it benefit us. And in doing some of the history of machine learning, a lot of the people are not like us. So a lot of their information, there are biases. And so there's going to be definitely a need, since it's not going away, for us to participate more and get our opinions, not necessarily our biases, but just get our point of view, our world view involved in artificial intelligence. I'm supposed to give a talk on ChatGPT at a hackers group, and it's going to be on YouTube. So if that happens, I'll let you know.
I was about to say, can you put the details in the chat? We would love to be able to support you by viewing it virtually.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm still working out the details. Apparently, one of the guys that was supposed to give the talk, his employer told him, do not do this. I said, whoa, really? So I said, oh, I'll do it. I'm not working right now. So if because there's still some controversy with, I think he was working for Microsoft, and there's still well, there's billions of dollars at stake here, and so they don't want trade secrets getting out, so on and so forth. So yeah, I'll let you know if that happens. Again, it's still kind of up in the air. But yeah, I'm just glad to be part of this, and looking forward to networking with everyone.
Well, all right. If this I'll do my last ask. Any other questions? If not, I'll close this out and give you all 7 minutes back to you, Dave. For some people, hey, that's enough to eat lunch. That's enough time to eat lunch. Yes. Listen, this has been a fantastic presentation, orientation. I'm so happy to have met you all. And I'm going to ask you all to leave first, because I want to make sure that I capture all of the email addresses and follow up on the requests of getting you connected to select people. But a pleasure. I wish you all a super fantastic day. Stay connected, stay encouraged, and see you soon. Take care.
Thanks, Bev. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Bev.
you,
This is
John.
great.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.